as today?
Today is just like any other day.
So that's what we can expect.
That's what he do.
That's what he do.
He not new to this. He's
Bro, my mom came for a little bit, and then she had to go back because I got brothers and sisters. And Leona stayed with me for those 3 months. I was supposed to be back in a month. She stayed with me for 3 months.
Did Travis Hunter's own mom just call out his wife and warn that she could wreck his entire NFL career? Because that's exactly the storm online right now. Ferranti Edmonds, the same mom who's been ride or die for him since high school, allegedly told Travis straight up on FaceTime, "She hates you." That's not just gossip floating around. This is coming from the woman who literally moved states so Travis could play ball. The one who managed his NIL bag back in college, and the one who put her life on pause so her son could make it. When a mom like that drops a bomb this heavy, fans aren't brushing it off as jealousy. They're screaming red flag. But instead of hearing her out, Travis clapped back hard. He took his wife's side, told his mom to back off, and instantly shifted the whole conversation. Because, let's be real, once you pit your mother against your wife before you've even played a full NFL season, people start wondering who's really running your life. And that's the kind of drama that can follow you straight onto the field.
$1 million divorce, Mr. Hunter. 40 million. Y'all ain't been married over a motherfucking year. I told y'all that girl was gonna take that man money. And then y'all got so much controversy in saying, oh, he put his hands on her. And you know, in the NFL, they got these new rules about domestic violence and et cetera, et cetera. I can promise you to God that girl antagonized that man for so much. Did so much to him to make him finally snap. That baby, you could tell he just the sweetest little soul.
Now, here's the kicker. This FaceTime drama didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It all blew up right after divorce rumors started flooding the internet. People swore up and down that Lanny had already filed, chasing a $40 million payday. Posts spread like wildfire. TikTok lawyers were breaking it down like it was fact, and the number alone had folks shook. It got so wild that Snopes had to fact-check it. And guess what? Nothing. No filings, no records, no receipts. Still, once people saw that $40 million headline, the story stuck like glue. And then, boom, Lanny dropped a TikTok that lit the whole internet on fire. She filmed herself crying fresh out the shower while a sermon played in the background. And in her caption, she swore it was about her personal struggles, about faith, about trying to rebuild herself. But trolls didn't buy a word of it. They twisted it instantly, saying those tears weren't about God. They were about her marriage crumbling. That single video sent social media into meltdown mode. Lanny standing there, hair wet, eyes swollen with tears, camera rolling. It looked more like heartbreak than Holy Spirit, and people weren't letting it slide. And the timing? Couldn't have been worse. This was right after Travis signed that monster rookie contract, so fans started connecting dots fast. To them, it wasn't just about emotions. It was about millions, power, and whether his new marriage was already hanging by a thread. So of course the internet ran with it like wildfire, saying Lanny already locked down the bag and was secretly planning her exit. What looked like just a personal, emotional post got twisted overnight into proof that she wasn't happy with Travis. And just like that, football talk was tossed straight out the window.
God gets ready to make you a great woman. You'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
Now everybody's locked on one question. Who really is Lanny? And why are so many people convinced she's the one pulling every string in this marriage? And let's not act brand new. Lanny's no stranger to internet drama. Her name's been floating around for years with clips of her being flirty, dancing online, and whispers about messy old relationships. The blog's been dissecting her every single move since she popped out with Travis, and one clip refuses to die down. Lanny in the kitchen cooking for another man. The gag? That was just 3 years ago, even though her and Travis were supposedly together for 5. Tell me that ain't eyebrow-raising. That's why her past keeps getting dragged back up again, and on top of that, the age gap chatter never stops. Travis is only 22, just stepping into the NFL spotlight, while Lanny is 23, a single year older. But the way the internet talks, you'd think she was 10 years his senior. Some people clown Travis, saying he just caught his first real baddie and won't let go, while others whisper that Lanny already lived her fun years and decided to settle once she crossed into her 30s. And no, that's not me saying it. That's the exact spin the streets are putting on her story. And to show you just how loud this blew up, the big names in gossip couldn't resist jumping in. Bloggers, commentators, even Tasha K herself had to throw her hat in the ring with her take on their wedding and the drama it sparked. She said, "I notice clips like that are exactly why people keep saying this relationship looks lopsided." Travis is young, fresh money, still wide-eyed in the NFL spotlight, while Lanny's older, seasoned, and knows exactly how to move when eyes are on her. To fans, it feels like Travis is playing checkers while Lanny is playing chess. And that's the kind of matchup where somebody always ends up losing big. And some fans are flat out calling Travis the mark. Like, he doesn't even realize he might just be Lanny's golden ticket to financial freedom. And for his mom, Ferrante, that's the part that sets every single alarm blazing. But she's not the only one sounding the sirens. This is where Deion Sanders steps in. He wasn't just Travis's coach at Colorado. He's a man who's lived every corner of fame, fortune, and messy love life chaos. Deion's been down that road not once, but twice. First with Carolyn Chambers, then later with Pilar Biggers. 2 divorces that played out messy, loud, and public for the whole world to see. If anyone knows how nasty things get when love, money, and ego collide, it's Primetime himself. So when Deion sat Travis down and hit him with the real talk, "Son, you better get a prenup," nobody was surprised. That wasn't shade at Lanny. It was game-tested wisdom from a Hall of Famer who already took those hits and paid the price. And Deion didn't even sugarcoat it. He spelled it out clear as day. This wasn't about disrespect. It was about protection. But instead of listening, Travis brushed it off like it was nothing. Instead of taking it as the life-saving advice it was, he doubled down, standing 10 toes behind Lanny like he had something to prove. And the wilder part? The more people tried waving red flags in his face, the harder he dug in, almost daring the world to challenge his loyalty. That stubbornness had fans shaking their heads, because when both your legendary coach and your own mama are screaming, "Wake up," and you still ignore them, it looks like you're pushing away the only people who actually want the best for you. And that's why Ferrante's voice hit different. Deion's advice carried weight, but hearing it from Travis's mom? That's when the whole conversation shifted. She's been in his corner from the very start, moved with him in high school just so he could chase football, put her own life on hold so he could shine, even helped him manage that nil bag before the NFL came calling. Let's not forget, Travis even bought her a house to show his gratitude. So when reports dropped that Ferrante told her son face-to-face on a heated call that his wife was no good for him, phew! That wasn't polite advice. That was raw, unfiltered truth from the one person who's been ride or die since day one. And fans couldn't just shrug that off, because when Mama speaks, everybody listens. People say Ferrante didn't hold back for a second. She straight up told Travis, she hates you, and warned that Lanny could wreck everything he's been grinding towards since day one. And for fans watching, this didn't look like some jealous mom throwing shade. It looked like a mother trying to protect her son from blowing a $46 million rookie deal that should have set him up for life. But instead of siding with her, Travis clapped back, and the way he did it had everybody stunned. Word is, he told Ferrante to stay out of it, making it clear that nobody, not even his own mom, was about to come between him and his wife. That single response flipped the internet upside down. Some people defended him, saying, "Of course he's gonna ride for his wife. That's what a husband does." But others saw it as exactly what Ferrante feared, that Lanny already had way too much power over him. And Travis didn't stop there. He even went public, doubling down and telling the world his wife had been dragged unfairly online. He said she didn't deserve the hate and that he just wanted to protect her peace. But to critics, it looked completely different. It looked like he was ready to gamble his career and even distance his own family just to prove a point. That's when the bigger picture started coming into play, because NFL fans have seen this story before. and it rarely ends with a happy ending. Think about it. People instantly drew comparisons to Patrick Mahomes. Remember how his family stayed in headlines, with folks calling them distractions that almost overshadowed his talent on the field? That circus nearly drowned out his actual game. And if that wasn't enough, fans pointed straight to Antonio Brown, the prime example of how messy personal drama can spiral into total career chaos. His downfall wasn't just on the field, it was broadcast in real time. Personal problems bleeding into football until the whole thing collapsed. Even Russell Wilson knows this headache. There was a point when his marriage had more headlines than his actual game, and that's the exact reason people are side-eyeing Travis right now. He's only 22, just barely dipping his toes into the league, and already his marriage drama is louder than his stats. Add in his mom's warning, plus him brushing off Deion Sanders' advice, and fans are asking the obvious. Is Travis setting himself up for the same downfall? And here's the chilling part. He hasn't even finished one full season, but the gossip is racing faster than his highlight reels. Once the public stamps you with that kind of reputation, it's a nightmare to shake off. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, the internet went wild, pushing those $40 million divorce rumors like they were hard facts. It spiraled so out of control that Travis pulled a move nobody saw coming. He went ghost. 1 minute, he was posting clips and updates like normal, then boom, gone. Wiped his socials clean like he never existed. And it wasn't random either. The trolling had gotten brutal. People were dragging Lanny nonstop, slapping her with the gold digger label, accusing her of scheming on that rookie deal, even clowning her crying TikTok by turning it into a full-blown meme. The internet turned her pain into a punchline, and it got ugly fast. So instead of clapping back, Travis thought he'd shield her the only way he knew how, by logging off completely. But the move backfired. His vanishing act was so loud that even podcasts and sports shows started debating it. Why would a rookie deactivate right when his career should be exploding? Some fans actually applauded him, saying it showed he was putting his wife first and locking in on football. But let's keep it real. In today's world, silence doesn't kill rumors, it fuels them. And once Travis disappeared online, the speculation tripled overnight. The internet turned into a 24/7 debate. Was he protecting his peace, or was he hiding from the truth? The comments were wild, and honestly, they captured exactly how the world feels about this whole messy situation. One fan straight up wrote, "My issue with Travis Hunter is that he refuses to listen to wise people like his college coach, Deion Sanders. If he won't listen to a seasoned man like that, he won't listen to anyone." And then came the jokes. Another fan clowned, saying, "That boy was warned by 70% of America, 30% of Africa, 20% of Asia, and 50% of Europe." Basically, the entire planet warned him, and he still told everybody to kick rocks. Then the internet got brutal. People roasted Travis, saying he fumbled harder than anyone in history. Some even joked he's the only man who could get the entire internet to agree on something and still blow it. That's how wild the perception has gotten. Of course, not every comment dragged him through the mud. Some fans tried to bring receipts and fact-check the circus. A few pointed out the obvious. The whole $40 million divorce settlement rumor doesn't even add up. One person explained she can't even legally file for divorce under a year of marriage. The only option would be an annulment. And let's be real, no annulment is handing out $40 million. But here's the problem. Once the internet gets rolling, logic doesn't matter anymore. At the end of the day, Travis Hunter is stepping into the NFL with more people dissecting his marriage than his game tape. His mom, Ferrante Edmonds, already waved the red flag loud, warning this relationship could destroy everything he's worked for. And Deion Sanders, a Hall of Famer who's lived through it all, handed him the exact blueprint to protect himself. Fans everywhere are basically screaming the same message. Travis is ignoring every single warning sign flashing in his face. And the scariest part? No matter how many times he claps back, no matter how hard he tries to silence the noise, that spotlight isn't moving. His career hasn't even started, and already the cracks are showing for the whole world to see. So, what do you think? Did Travis fumble his future before even stepping on the field? Or is the internet just blowing this out of proportion? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay locked in. Because if this marriage drama keeps heating up, it could take Travis from rising star to cautionary tale real quick. See you in the next one!